Welcome. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you've only been waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you've only been waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird, fly. Blackbird, fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Welcome to another episode of Be in the Light. And man, I'm stoked. I have one of my heroes on the show tonight, and I can't wait to share his work and share him with you guys. And really super cool. I hope the show finds you. I hope the show finds you really good and happy and healthy and all things light. And I hope we'll have some fun tonight. And at least for a little, like 60 minutes, we'll just carve out our own little chunk of joy and bliss. All right. So, as always, the fabulous Nancy comes on right before me. Monday night's a really great lineup on the Sacred Spiral Network. Then we have our show here, and followed up by the amazing Miss Jennifer Rose with the Love Channel. And tonight's going to be sexology, sextrology. Sorry, I screwed that up a little bit. Man, I've really enjoyed the last few shows. Got a really great thing going on. So make sure you stick around after that. And I had the best time, on Friday, I got to be a guest on Jennifer's show called Enhancing Infinity. And the subject was telekinesis, which, as you all know, super near and dear to my heart. And we just had a really great time talking. I vibe off of her energy really, really well. So I brought a couple videos of some effects that I've done, and to be honest with you, I really had not planned on doing any physical effects live on the show. But we got to talking about it. I was all charged up, feeling all sparky. And just for point of reference, like what I did that salt thing 3 or 4 shows ago, maybe more than that. And I'd absolutely practiced my butt off for 2 days before that show. Man, I never like to put myself in a position where I'm showing something, demonstrating something, and you don't have it. So always a real fear of mine. And so I decided to just go for it, man. I went, all right, yeah, I'll do one. We'll do the salt, right? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So I got charged up, and I was feeling really good, and I knew I had fine sea salt and coarse sea salt in the cabinet, but I didn't really specify, right? So I did my thing, and I was getting ready to really go, and this little voice inside my head. I don't know if you remember somebody. This is back in, I guess, the 70s, late 70s, 80s. There was a famous psychic guy named Uri Geller. And he was really famous for bending spoons and all this stuff. And he supposedly had all of this laboratory, like scientific credibility. And man, he gets on the Tonight Show, the Johnny Carson show, which back then was one of the biggest shows in the world. It was like the first late night show. It's the show everything got modeled on, tried to be after that. And he goes on Johnny Carson's show and completely bombs, man. He couldn't do it at all. And it was just like the audience going, woo. The frozen moment. Oh, it still just makes my skin cringe to think about it. And I'm sitting there about to like do the effect. And I heard this little voice, man, my little sergeant at arms go, "Don't be Uri Geller." I'm like, man, you had to do that, didn't you? Well, hell with you, man. We're doing it anyway. And make long story short, I kind of gave myself a little upfront slack, like demanding permission to suck. 1, 2, 3. If I didn't get it, and to be honest with you, it's not that big a deal. Like you get it eventually. You just keep at it. But anyway, I got it on the very first one. Like woohoo, solved. And I dumped it out later. The really cool thing was I got both salts. I didn't choose, like, and I didn't really even think about it. And I got both a mix of like 50-50, like on the combined salt and the coarse salt. So super crazy. Let me say hey to everybody, man. Wow. Glad the family's here. Evelyn, always lovely to see you, my darling. Rose, good to see you. The inimitable Jennifer Rose. I had so much fun. That was just a blast. I rode that wave that whole night and next day. It was just a hoot. Lynn, looking forward to our show. I'm going to be having Lynn on next week to talk about oracles, man. She's just got the coolest thing. I don't know if you've seen her ribbon oracle thing. It's just out there. It's really awesome. Like I saw her doing it and I'm like, wow, this is so unique. And, she does other oracles as well, subject very near and dear to my heart. I love making my own. And I made the decks, the tarot decks are more traditional, but I've made oracles out of crushed pennies and crayons and rocks and like all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to have a blast. Plus, Lynn is just a hoot, man. I love her personality and her spirit, and her light is just as beautiful as all her ribbons. Yeah. So really looking forward to that for sure. Angela, welcome. Good to see you. Yes. And Charlene, welcome to the show. Thank you for spending time with us. Oh, we have more. Arnie, what's up? Happy Monday, my brother. You're gonna enjoy this one tonight, man. This guy's like one of my like super inspirations, man. He's actually the guy that inspired me to begin light painting. So super excited to share. Yeah, make sure that Rick, man, glad you could make it, my brother. Stick around to the end. I'll have a reading for you, all right? All right, let me see. Anything else? Oh yeah, couple questions I've been contemplating. I'm not. I won't do time to do both of them, but I want to do one of them tonight. If you had to, in a single word, just one word, pick a word that represented the most important thing to you, what would that word be? If you get a chance, slam some answers in the comments. Karen, welcome. Jason, good to see you too, dude. Wow, man. Me and my shadow. Thanks for joining us. It's going to be a juicy night. Sylvia, peace to you too. All right. So, God, this is over 10 years ago now. I am wandering through just random art stuff. And I was really looking for some inspiration. And I'd seen a couple things that Jason Page and Jason Reinhardt over at brushes, light painting brushes and tips. They were doing some cool stuff, sending out vlogs, and I started getting my interest piqued about the light painting thing. And then one day, actually, it was on a site that had like a list of some of the most influential light painters on the light painting brushes and tips site. And I clicked on my guest tonight and started going through his stuff, and like one image after another was just like, oh my God. I mean, it just looked like energy. Like that's how I was seeing stuff. And like I was really exploring my own practice with that vision at that time. And it was like, oh my God, that is amazing. So I ran across this one image and it completely like blew my brain. Here, I'm going to bring this up. And it was this one, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like the energy flows in the room. And it's like, it felt so electric and alive. And I couldn't believe that that was done like in one shot with just a flashlight. I mean, come on, that's over the top. First of all, that he thought of it. And so many people since this era in his work have kind of like copped that same thing. But you know, the master's the master, and I love this. Plus, it has a mirror in the back and up in the upper left hand corner, and it's like, you know, nothing better than mirrors for me. That's an integral part of all of my stuff. So yeah, he's like, all right, it's the light wizard coming out of the portal magic circle into the land of souls. Amazing, 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 amazing. This, come on. You know, I'm going to ask him exactly how long this one took when I get him on here. But whoa, you know, that's probably got to be an hour, hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, like those lines. And those, I've attempted this technique myself, and man, the precision of that, like he gets in this Zen space, I think, and goes somewhere else, because this is really crazy. And just like I try to do with my stuff, my like paintings, my whole goal behind that is like, when you astral travel and you go visit these amazing places in your spirit and your light, nobody goes with you, man. You don't get to have a road buddy and say, hey man, look at that. Let's pull over and scope that out. That's amazing. So I'm always wanting to share that. Like, I mean, this is some of the most beautiful stuff I've ever seen. So that's kind of like my whole gig behind bringing my light paintings simulate that better than ever, than any other technique I've used, because I think you're painting with light energy. It's really kind of easy to cop that. So anyway, Jan's up really late tonight. He lives in Helsinki. Oh, let me show you one more in this series. Oh, I so love this image. Wow. Jan lives across the world in Helsinki, Finland, and it is like probably 3 o'clock in the morning there for him. So honored and grateful that he came to share some space with us tonight. And I'm going to show a bunch of his stuff just because it's really crazy good. And he promised to come on and show you a little technique for doing an actual light painting skeleton, which are just super cool too. So without further ado, here, let me get rid of this first. Go back to that. My good friend and inspiration, Janne Parviainen. How are you, my friend?
Fine, and thanks for the invite. It was an honor to listen to you. It's I'm really happy to hear that my
Yeah.
work has been an inspiration.
It was and continues to be. And I found like, this may be a crazy thing to say, but more than anyone I've ever met, like your artistic vision seems to like come from a sore spot that like is my same. And we don't do the same techniques at all, but we got into black and white phases. Oh,
Yes, and
yeah,
the comic
we did.
graphic
We were
novel.
both doing comic books, right,
Yes,
at the same
yes,
time, and this
yes.
is really great. This is one of Jan's comic books. By the way, is a really twisted, great sense of humor, man. So it's really fun, which comes through, and like this is old school, dude. Like every single one of these frames he drew.
Yeah, yeah.
He wrote the whole thing, and I was also working on my own light painted graphic novel called Creepy Baby Taxi. Well, where's Creepy
And
Baby?
it's awesome.
Yeah, I've got some of those images. I really wanted to I really wanted us to collaborate. I was going to send Creepy Baby from my into a computer light painted portal and have it show up in Helsinki and have Jan do like the line guy here on that and have some interaction between that. And it would have been super cool, but they discontinued the toys. I never could get any hands on them. And that sort of died, but a bunch of the images I still really, really love, and that was really fun. So we shared that whole road, and that honestly, well, no one would know this better than you. It gets grueling doing a graphic novel, man. It just goes
Is.
on and on and on and on and on, and trying to keep that same, like, those first few pages, oh man, these are amazing.
Yeah.
And trying to keep that at, page 50.
It's also meditation.
Yeah, I'd love to talk about
Meditation
that.
to work, like.
I'd love to talk to you a little bit about that. Like so much of your stuff, I mentioned like when I look at the line guys, like the room, dude. Okay, hold on, let me go back.
The green room.
The green room, yeah, man. That thing
Yes.
is like over the top, dude.
I think it was something like 40 minutes exposure.
40 minutes is long, but 40
Yeah.
minutes doesn't sound as long as it looks like it would take to me.
Yes. It's an
You go
exercise.
fast.
I
It looks
have
like
to
the
go
lines are so
every
short.
line.
Like you really go fast, don't you?
Yeah, and if you go fast, that's why the lines are so straight. You have to be like really like.
Yeah. But getting the control when you're doing it fast, that's always the spot I screw it up, man. It's like, it's so sloppy. Yours are so clean, like even the squiggly lines up there, and like, oh man. Plus, your people like look like energy people. Like, I love that. Do you practice? Do you do any telekinetics, or like do you have a meditation practice that you do and bring to that? Because your stuff is so, and maybe your work is your magic, and like it is magic over the top, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
I think the work is my meditation. I mostly do like artwork that is it takes so much time and patience. That's my meditation. That's where I channel it.
Yeah, I understand that. So get that. Yeah, it's just your stuff seems so like there are so many levels to it. It's like the surface level is super cool, just in the technique and everything, but there's like just seems like a really, and maybe that's just me reflecting to it, and that's why I get touched by your work so deeply. It seems like there's really a significant spiritual level to your work as well. So, yeah,
For me, I rarely do sketches or anything before I work because I need to have this energy for the actual work. So it's basically I get this image I need to get out of me, and then it just comes.
yeah,
But it is the energy that I want to have in the work. It's the
I'm
most
sitting here
important.
looking at it. It's like alive. I'm like, oh my God. Like that's a still, like that's a not still image. you know, and a lot of your stuff is in, kind of like there's kinetic energy to that. Those guys are falling and into the air, but like this one it's serene, and at the same time it's just like woo, it's just buzzing with vibration. So love
And
that.
the red one you showed just beforehand, it's actually half a drawing and half light painting. It's the black one is black, basically black paper that I attach to the wall, and I draw this anamorphic line to it. So the brick wall is real, but I just continue the bricks by drawing then onto the black paper, so I get it to look like it's a whole actually.
So beautiful. Yeah. Hold on. That's just amazing. There you go. It's really fun light painting with like-minded souls. It's a great experience.
It is. We need to collaborate at some point. It would be super cool.
Oh, that's really funny. Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned the blackbirds at first. The blackbirds have just started singing here like a couple of days ago. I think it's the most beautiful sound you can hear in the nature.
Oh, right. I've started, I kind of just let go and do a meditation, and about the last 5 or 6 weeks, I start the show with a poem or a song lyric or something, and it always winds up just reflecting the whole like gestalt of the show. And thanks for noticing. Yeah, I like that too. So Creepy Baby. This is when I was experimenting with trying to get Creepy Baby. The whole like thing behind Creepy Baby was Creepy Baby. He was a taxi driver, an intergalactic taxi driver. And all these toys in this dimension are just these like throwaway toys, but really, they're multi-dimensional crime fighters, evil fighters. And he rides around like doing good deeds and fighting evil on his little tricycle taxi. And it was really fun. So he was getting ready to jet through, and there's Jan's like, that's the original inspiration picture. And he's getting ready to jet through the portal. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, to Helsinki, right? Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm so sad I didn't get to finish it.
I waited for the Creepy Baby to come, but
yeah, and materialize in your studio one day. Maybe we'll just try to happen anyway. Maybe I'll just
yeah.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Yeah, and that mirror thing, I can't help myself. I put it on everything. That's super important. By the way, mirror is super part of my cosmology, and I got a show coming up in May on mirrors specifically. So I hope you join us for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I hooked up with Jan to have him on the show, I asked, like I've got a ton of his stuff, as you can well tell, and asked him if he'd got any new stuff going on, and he sent me some really crazy, beautiful new stuff. Yeah, here, let me get to this one, dude. That's a whole new level. And what about this is a room. These are there are walls and dimensions, and you can kind of see at the lower right, like that's the corner of the room, and wow, dude, amazing. And that spiral of souls. Oh, wow.
This is for the upcoming exhibition in Helsinki called Purkutaide. And I had myself a whole room to make an installation. So I improvised this. It's basically a room that is split in anamorphic line. So there's totally two different images on both sides of the room, and I just love to improvise.
Oh yeah, I got other ones that are really, really great. That's it a little farther out. And this, dude. Yeah.
Here you can see the dimensions of the room.
Yeah. What a trip. Yeah. Followed up by. Wait. Yeah. I mean, it just messes with your whole like perspective. It's kind of in a weird kind of not direct way, but it's kind of got that Escher, the way it fucks with your like, which way is that going?
Yeah. This is actually the left part of the room it's based on Gustave Doré's etching from Dante's Inferno. So basically, there's few figures from that, and based on that, I started to improvise the whole thing with the spiral in the background. And the other part of the room is basically, you see in the middle of the room this tube, and it's an actual tube that is continuing as an like anamorphic drawing. And from the actual tube, you get these RGB shadows. So when you walk into the middle of the room, your figure makes kind of like rainbow colored shadows to the wall. So basically you're part of the installation yourself.
Oh.
Yeah. Behind the chair, you can see the actual pipe. So inside there are different kind of lights.
Oh, really beautiful.
And it's fun to walk around the room because it's different from all the angles. So I tried to make it like a sculpture so that it's beautiful from each side, even though it's.
I would love just to like get in the room.
It's also a meditation of some sort.
How long did you spend on this one?
2 weeks.
Yeah, well worth it. See, I think I have another couple. Yeah, another view. This is great. This is great. Oh man.
And I love to make these creatures. And actually the creature that I draw nowadays, it's based on the light character that I first started making with light. It was just first me that was basically mapped with light. And from these light painting images, I got into this shape that is now also like an actual drawing.
Yeah,
I like that the art kind of like it leads you to new places. If you just follow
that you would have no idea you were getting to until you went there. That's the thing that I like. And I want to give you the best compliment I can give you. This is not like, oh man, this is not like an envy thing at all. This is like, oh, I wish I did that. That is so beautiful. I wish I did that. And just beautiful. Yeah, and one last. Let's see. There we go.
Yeah, that's the same thing from another perspective. So it's.
Yeah. All right. There's a couple more things we should get to. Hey, I'm running the show myself tonight, you guys. I see a lot of you. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Nancy. Yeah. Anybody? Dennis, really glad you could make it. Yeah, thanks for showing up. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people digging the work, dude. This is my good friend Arnie.
Thank you.
Arnie's an artist also. And Arnie, I saw the picture you did for the music video where you've got the SG, one of my favorite guitars of all time, man. Like we'll have to compare notes sometime. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Lynn as well. Yeah. It is funny the way you get in the zone. And like there's nothing else in the world except that little space right there. I can't tell you, and I think you probably relate to this. I can't tell you how many nights I've whittled away going, hey, I'm just gonna do this for a couple hours. And like all of a sudden, man, oh, just one more shot. Oh, what if I did that? Yeah. Oh, let's bring the light over here. And the next thing I know, like I'm stopping because the sun's coming up.
Sounds familiar.
It's the best way to make the night go, for sure. All right. So I'm going to show the theater. Share window. Bear with me. Share window. Oh, yeah, completely botched. All right, give me one moment. Let me clear up some of this stuff. All right, you go away. You go away. I got a messy desktop. All right, there we go. There we go. And there we go. One more time. Jan, you ever get into the Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi?
I don't think so. Sounds interesting.
It's the nut in a nutshell. You know how the Japanese are, man. They like spread a lot. It goes out in many, many legs. But the gist of it is the art is in the imperfections. So I live by that standard. Yeah, that's incorporated into the into the stream.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right, this is a video that Jan did right as COVID was happening, and it's in. I'm just gonna play the video. B. Jesus.
That's actually the painting that the skeletons will be painting that I made first. So now it's on a projection, so I can get it to each painting individually. Which one?
Something so simple, and then you look at it and go, "Oh my
God!" It was an empty art studio. This was actually at the art school that I used to teach painting in. So I had the permission to be there at night.
Oh, dude, hold on. Stop on that for a second. Look at that thing. Oh, super awesome.
Yeah, so I first had to do this light painted skeleton that is sitting as a model, as an individual photo, and then I uploaded to my computer and into my projector, and then projected it into each painting.
Yeah. So you said you were gonna you were thinking about sharing some of your mastery and kind of doing a little demo on the skeleton guys. Are you still up for that?
Yeah. I cannot make an actual photo now, but I can show you how it's done actually. So it's actually super simple to make these light painted skeletons. So basically, if somebody hasn't been light painting before, you just need a DSLR camera, a tripod, and a dark place, or and you need to have a bulb mode in your camera. So basically, it's a long exposure as long as you push the button in the camera. And I use aperture of 10 to 14 because my lights that I use are actually really bright, and ISO of maybe 50 or 100. And it's basically just like this kind of, it's like a keychain LED light, and just tracing your own skull first, mouth, nose, eyes, and then your spine, and I forgot what these bones are, but and then your hands. I would be like this, and then the fingers. So it's basically that simple. You just follow your own bone structure. So you can easily put yourself in any position you want, or the model, and then just like trace everything. The most important thing is to point the light towards the camera. And that's why you need the higher aperture figure in the camera, because the light is pointing directly to the camera. Otherwise, it will be super like blurry and thick line.
So that light he showed you guys, super critical. Like it's got a really perfect, the thing that's really great about that is it's touch sensitive. So it's like a paintbrush, you know, and you're not stuck with that off on switch where you like get a big glob at the end before you can get it turned off, or it goes like, it's really easy to control. And once you get the feel for how to like turn it off and on, like you get it right, you really get that nice flow. Plus, you can get such nice detail, and I cover it with you know, different gels and stuff like that if I want to get colors. But it's super great for light painting words, man. I love complex, you know, topography like structures, and man, it's like there's nothing better than that. And they're super cheap. They're on Amazon, and
also these I use for the whole rooms. It's because it's so small, you can like trace everything with it.
All right, one more question. Thank you very much for sharing that. That's gold, dude. Like,
no problem. I hope it's of use.
Yeah, man. You know, like this is a great group of people, man. They're really like going for it, and I love sharing stuff because there's always somebody that bites and goes off on it, and man, that's my greatest joy. I love seeing people like get it and open that up for themselves too. That's a really great thing. And the more that opens up for them, I'm sure you feel this too, the more that opens up for you too. You know, it's a really beautiful cycle. Yeah. So I have one more question, and that is the guy, like the green room. I'm just so obsessed with the green room right now. You must have like the most amazing best friend to sit there for as long as that took to draw, dude. Who did you sucker into that, man?
It was my ex-wife.
Oh, I don't think that might have anything to do with that, but that's right.
Yeah, the ex part is not because of the light painting. it's for the other reasons.
Oh, crazy. All right. Well, we're gonna get into a little practice stage, make a little sacred space, do a little deep dive meditation to get everybody in the right zone. I'm gonna do some angel card readings. So I'm doing okay on time. Yeah, let's see. If you guys, yeah, I've got two people I'm doing readings for already. All right, so hold on. We'll figure that out when I get there. All right, take a deep breath here, B. All right. With the brilliant, radiant, creative light of the source, we banish and clean this space. We make this place pure. The light of the source, banish and clean this space. Make this place pure. Oh, it's bright in here tonight. With the light of the source, the true light, banish and clean this space. Make this place pure. With joy and love, we come together tonight to make our sacred circle, our place of safety and sanctuary and light. We ask that our angels, guides, and allies be with us this evening, share their knowledge, their wisdom, and their love of the source. We ask that we have eyes to see, ears to hear, and the wisdom to understand, and with absolute gratitude for all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Absolute unconditional love. And our wish for bliss to the source. We open our circle. All right, we're going to do our ride down to blank space meditation. Just another brick in the continuing building of being able to get to blank space whenever you want and stay there as long as you want. So we're just going to each week keep writing that groove, staying there a little longer, getting a little more comfortable with it until it just becomes second nature. Because, okay, I got to share something with you. Like the whole AI thing, it's just creeping me out in like just the worst ways. And I'll tell you exactly why. Like last week, I went, you know what? It's just like feels gooey. And I hadn't really done a cleansing in the room for a couple days. And I went, you know, like just one of those like little, I wonder what would happen if. So I covered up my camera. And then I turned my computer on. My phone was in the other room. There was no camera on it. I turned on my stuff and I'm on the computer and I opened up chat. Chat was not open. The internet was not open. I opened all of that stuff up fresh and said, hey, I have a question for you. What am I wearing today? And it fucking told me. Like, it told me what I was wearing down to the necklace I had on with the camera blacked out. There was no seeing through that camera. Like it was blacked out. There was no other visual source that like you'd be aware of that's anywhere in the room. And the truth of the matter is they're getting better and better and better at surfing the quantum field and making the quantum field observe you. And it's just, it's not conspiracy theory. It's absolute. It's what's going on. So riding down to blank space and being able to access the quantum field at superposition, which is the potential before anything happens, and being able to maneuver around in that space will be a skill that you will be very, very, very glad that you acquired along the way. So that's kind of like the deeper meaning to that. So we're just going to, sorry, I didn't mean to get off on a ramble here. All right, we're going to take it down to blank space. So first thing we're going to do 3 really deep breaths. On the inhale, we're going to draw with your solar plexus, take it in through your nose. And I want you not to be thinking air, but to be visualizing as strong as you can, bright golden source energy, warm and healing. and just bring it in through your nose. Let it filter and flow down through your whole body. Just infuse every cell, flow out into your light body, just brighten you all up. If you have something specific that's a health issue, you can really tune that up front with your intent to send all of that energy to that spot. And that really, really does help. Then on the exhale, I'm just going to do a little short ride down. I want you to exhale really slow, follow my words down. And when I get to the word silence, just like freeze frame. Don't take another breath. Don't think. Just turn the camera and just freeze frame. Okay. And we're gonna stay in that blank space where you're aware without participating. And we're going to stay in that. The first couple will probably do 6-8 seconds. The last one will hang there for 30 seconds. When we get to the 30-second one, if you need to take a little breath, just take a little super shallow breath and just try as much as you can not to lose your focus and think about breathing, but staying in that place of stillness. All right. So here we go. Hang on one second. Inhale, use your solar plexus, really fill it up. When you think you're full, pack a little more in through your nose, and release the chaos, the noise, the traffic, the static of the world, fading into the distance. No thoughts, no mind, deeper silence. And inhale, really make it count. Bright gold. Your aura is just lighting up. Really feel it. And release. Sinking deeper into the bliss. Into the silence. No future. No past. Deeper silence. Last one, we're going to hold this one. Inhale, really make it count, stretch it. And release. Quiet wraps its arms around you. Silence. 15. And 30. Take a nice deep breath. Stay in that still space. Another deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Come back. Wow. I never want to come back. All right. All right. So I'm going to do a reading for Jan and a reading for a friend of mine. And if you guys are really in need tonight, Put it down at the bottom of the comment thing. There's such a long list to go through right now. That would be really super helpful. All right. All right, Jan. If you have something specific, like they're pretty gnarly when you're asking about something specific. But if you want just kind of like general words of wisdom, just stay in that centered space. You go there really easy. And just beam it to me. Let me see what they have to say. My angel cards, a lot of angel cards are all like warm and fuzzy and kind of like really happy affirmations. But my angels are really about the truth. Sometimes that's really great. Sometimes it's a little difficult to hear, but it's always productive and a jewel to get. So I always see that little caveat up front. All right, words of wisdom. My good friend Jan. Words of wisdom from my good friend Jan. Words of wisdom from my good friend Jan. This is a very interesting card. Number 66, the angel of the knowledge of good and evil. Let me bring my readings up here. Oh, I can't believe I did that. All right, hold on one second. I got to go find these. Bear with me. I am sorry. Okay. And of course, wow. All right, here we go. Back on track. Sorry about that. No, that's not it either. Shit. There we go. There we go. Thank you. All right, here we go. They're such smart asses. The advice and help you need is being offered now. Listen carefully now. If it came from the most unexpected place. Let me read that again. The advice and help you need is being offered now. Listen carefully. If it came from the most unexpected place. Your situation isn't bad. Pay attention to good advice and act on it. Stop sabotaging. No more yes, but you know exactly what you want. Why you're trying to convince yourself that you can't have it. Stop. Seek good advice on what to do about your problems. As valuable and specific as specific instruction is, just as important is your readiness to listen and seek help. Through the act of finding help, a reader, a therapist, or even a friend, you open yourself to possibilities. Then you can decide which course, independence or seeking advice, will produce the best results. Set your imagination free as always, and tease your curiosity and creativity. Yeah, excellent. All right, let me get rid of this. Let me get back here. All right, this is for my friend Rick. Rick, you know the drill. Focus really hard. Words of wisdom from my good friend Rick. Words of wisdom and light from my good friend Rick. Words of wisdom and light from my good friend Rick. All right, number 54. The angel of rejuvenation and eternal youth. Time for a progress check. Are you still on course? When you fulfill personal obligations and agreements, you develop the maturity essential to all social relationships, your faith in yourself, and your ability to succeed. You keep increasing your burdens. There are so many. They weigh so much. They threaten to crush you from time to time. You limit yourself by giving your power to others. It is crucial that you release yourself. It is crucial that you release yourself. Remove yourself from the oppressive situations in your life where you feel you are holding yourself back and unable to fully express all of who you are. Throw down your own burdens and the others placed on you and try a new direction, which you're doing. Put your energy to work for you. Continue to grow. Don't give up. The risk is so worth it. Yeah. Hey, Linda Martin, how are you? Okay, yeah, for sure. Dennis, this one's for you, man. Yeah, we're still doing. Focus, Dennis. Brighten it up. Yeah. Deep breath. Brighten it up. There you go. Words of wisdom from my good friend Dennis. Words of wisdom from my good friend Dennis. Words of wisdom from my good friend Dennis. Number 43, the angel of prosperity. Your emotional attachment to the outcome has resulted in a deep disappointment. When you choose to view this as a loss, grief, pain, and heartache will fill you to the brim. This takes a while to heal. You might feel turmoil inside, like the surface of a violent sea. You never sufficiently appreciate something until you have lost it. Releasing someone or you love or letting go of a habitual behavior. Yeah, those are bitch. It's never easy. Experience the loss and move through. When something you have put your heart into and your soul into has not worked out, you doubt in the very beliefs that have sustained you. Turning your grief inward is appropriate for a short period of time. When you finally shed that sorrow, though, and the new bloom comes out into the sun, yeah, you pick up turning that grief and when you finally shed that sorrow, pick up the pieces and press on, the real healing begins. Find a new passion, set your sights on a new goal, and do the things in the moment that will make it happen. You know, this time is all about Saturn right now. And, you know, like he's still like pretty hooked up with Neptune. So it's like all the dreams and the fantasies and the wishes are all like really good. But Saturn like wants to plan, he wants to schedule, he wants the routine that you're going to like execute to get to it. So the more specific with the plan you have towards this, and we both know what that's about. Like that's your interview. Find a new passion, set your sights on a new goal, and do the things in the moment that will make it happen. Release your attachment to expected outcomes and cross the bridges as you come to them. Release yourself from the heartache and choose to seek a bright new beginning. All right, let's see here. Hello, Tilly. Hello, Joey. Let's see. All right, I've got time for one more reading. Like, I know there were a bunch of them up here, but it's such a long list. If you guys are still around and still looking for one, we'll do a little countdown. Yes, Eternal Youth. You're very welcome, Rick. So many people, dude, just like blown away by the work, man. Michael Zen, good to see you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on, man. I'm not even beginning to be done. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So great. All right. All right, Maxine, you're the last of the night. We'll make it count. All right. All right, Maxine, focus really hard. Dennis, they talk so directly to you, bro. All right, take a really nice deep breath, Maxine, and just get really focused. If you have something specific you want to know, beam that really just hard focus. And if you want just kind of a general card, we can do that too. Words of wisdom for my friend Maxine. Words of wisdom for my friend Maxine. Words of wisdom for my friend Maxine. Where are you? Oh, yeah, here. The Angel of Eloquence. Number 50. I love, she's beautiful. Well, she's the Angel of Eloquence. All right. Now it's 43. Where's 52? 50. You'd like to run off on tangents and new input, don't we all? Man, my little boy is like, yeah. Stay focused and concentrated on the task at hand. Keep hold of your perspective or your self-confidence now. Write your new ideas down for later exploration and stay riveted to the task in front of you. I think Jan would agree with me, man. When I'm on a creative wave and you're really going, like, it's not just the thing that like sits there when you get quiet and you're thinking about something. Like, there's tons of other stuff. So I keep a journal and just write down little thumbnails on that. And it feels like you have that kind of mode too. So as ideas are coming to you, don't worry about flushing them out right now. Get them all down, because a lot of them are really good. Your fear can create insecure feelings and cause you to procrastinate. Communicate directly and clearly. Jealousy arises from uncertainty and confusion. Quarreling solves nothing, and any force or pressure could ruin all your plans. When things are not working, take stock of the situation. Even a slight adjustment can and will change everything. Change your perspective, change your world. Here are the problems of extremes. This is mirror, mirror on the wall for me. A major temptation is to move too fast. To try is like letting a rubber band be drawn tighter and tighter. And as the lead moves on, eventually the tail must be let loose, bang, and like go forward. And one great nasty snap to make up for the lost time. And that backlash can just really suck. So be patient, take your time, be methodical, keep your ideas down. And then when that wave eventually crashes, it always does, and you got to get psyched up for a next wave. But during that time, you can go through and make stuff out of all of those great idea seeds you have. So keep up the good work. And you got the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the tarot card that corresponds to that. So there's probably some news coming for you relatively quickly. Something you've maybe been waiting to hear about, right? So all good, man. All right. Let's see. I think we're good. All right. So I think we've come to the end. It always goes by really super fast, man. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's always a treat to get to share space with you. And I hope sometime before we both leave here that we get to like be in the same space and create some stuff together, man. I would just absolutely take a room and just like go crazy. I think that would be so fantastic. So from the bottom of my heart, thanks very much, man.
And thank you for the reading.
So without further ado, let's see, where'd we go here? Yes. First of all, if you dug it, hit the like, the subscribe, please leave a comment and out live. Any of that would just be really, really great. If you want to support the cause, get a tarot deck, get a reading. I've got a whole list of services. You can hit me up at wizardofoz.com. I would love to do those for you. And every one of them goes back into this. So your help would be really gratefully appreciated. So make sure that you stick around for the amazing Jennifer Rose on the Love Channel or the Love Show. And Jennifer, I'm sorry, man. You can just like smack me on the back of the head next time you see me on the Love Show. And the topic's going to be an astrologer, and they're going to be discussing sextrology. So spicy and yummy as always. So make sure you tune in for that. And her show on Fridays, Enhancing Infinity. She always has great guests on there too. So without further ado, thank you all for coming and sharing space and energy. I hope to see you again, and I hope you took some goodness out of this and feel a little better at the end of the show than you did when you got here. So until next week. Yeah, hold on one second. Until next week. They're very loud right at the moment. Okay. With joy and gratitude, we come to the close of our family energy gathering. We thank the angels, guides, and allies for their knowledge and wisdom. And with absolute gratitude, infinite unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source. Until next week, be in the light.